like an Egyptian. Hello, everybody. Hi to anybody that's out there. Hi. Hello. Today, I'm going to be playing a game called Dead Tomb. What is Dead Tomb? I'll show you what Dead Tomb is. Getting straight to the point, straight to the nitty gritty. Observe. This is Dead Tomb. Dead Tomb is a game that's available for Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, and the NES. Yes, you can actually get this game for your NES as well. You can go to megacatstudios.com and you can get yourself a nice physical copy of this. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. Scratch that. Whoopsie doodle. It's sold out. Okay, well, you could have gotten this on your NES, but oh well. Well, you can get this on the other consoles I mentioned, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, but it's digital, so oh well. I don't know if there's like a ROM available. I wonder. Curious. Hmm. Interesting. Never mind. I don't think that took that long. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Oh well. Well, you can find this on the digital stores. So anywho, Dead Tomb. Let me let's see what it's all about. Okay? Relive the glory days of point and click games with a new adventure. Ooh. Yeah. Hope that got your attention. It's a point and click. See the screenshots, which I'll show you after I read the description. So anywho, Dead Tomb is a brand new, fun point and click adventure game that will take you back to the heyday of retro gaming. Oh boy, retro gaming. Your employer sends you on a study that takes you back in time. But as fate would have it, you find yourself on a serious predicament. A malfunction in your ship forces you to land in Egypt, 1300 BC, where luckily you spot a huge pyramid you can set your craft down on. Well, maybe you're not so lucky. It should be an easy fix, one you have done so many times before. It should be only a short time before you're back to your journey, right? Not so fast. The pharaoh, Seti the First soldiers discover your appearance in their land and take matters into their own hands. The next thing you know, you wake up with a huge bump on your head and deep inside a pyramid. Where are you? Why are you here? Can you get out and return to your mission? Time will tell. Enjoy puzzles and gameplay reminiscent of the glory days of point and click games. Immerse yourself into an intriguing storyline and character interactions. Fantastic cutscenes. True 8-bit legit graphics. Bop your head to a catchy chiptune soundtrack. A love letter to lost video game genre that was a staple in the early days of gaming. This had came out 2 years ago too, on June 26, 2024, and I got it for a good price. Normally it's $5. You can't go wrong with $5. So this is the splash art, cover art, whatever you want to call it. It's really nice. That's the character you play as, and that's the ship. We'll check out the trailer in a moment. So this is what the gameplay looks like from this screenshot. You actually get to move around, and these are your actions. You get to look, move, close, take, pour, taste, open, use, throw, tie, cut, and put. You also have an inventory screen. And look, there's a cutscene, and that's one of the borders you can switch around. You can also choose to play with them off if you want. I never been to that room because I played this a little bit off stream, and I was like, wow. But yeah, okay, I know that room very well. And this is just oh yeah, that's right. There's a tunnel to the left of that room, and that's a little cutscene transition of when you're, transitioning between rooms. You now have to land your ship to do some repairs. The only accessible place is a truncated top of a pyramid. Let's check out the trailer.
Rated E for everyone.
8-bit legit from cartridge to console. Relive the glory days of point-and-click games with new adventure. Acclaim! Collector Vision Games presents Dead Tomb. Stranded in ancient Egypt. Can you solve the mystery? With authentic retro gameplay. You must locate a diamond to restore power to your ship and uncover secrets that lie buried in the tomb. Can you escape? Guess we'll find out.
Rated E for everyone.
Why is the tomb dead? That's a good question, Wildcard. Well, let's see. I want to take a look at something. Oh. Let's see. No longer alive? Literal, not non-functioning, mechanics. I'm just looking up like the definition of dead. Completely inactive. Situations, places, or time periods that lack activity, excitement, or commercial engagement. E.g., the town was dead after midnight. I think that's what they were probably going for. So we could chalk it up to that. All right then. But hello, Wildcard. I'm about to start this game that has intrigued me for quite some time. All right. Let me make one little adjustment. All right. Now, I'm going to check one little thing. All right. Nice. Okay then. All right. Get ready. You can play this game in English and Francois, French. Acclaim Montreal. Interesting. Presents. In the year 3020, the Videoway Corp, your employer, sends you to study the last ice age, which ended about 10,000 BC. Okay. During your quest through space and time, your ship has experienced some technical problems while you fly to Egypt 1300 BC. Oh, that's a lot of errors. Warning. You now have to land your ship to do some repairs. The only accessible place is at Chungsaida top of a pyramid. Wow. You're almost done. The only thing left is replacing the diamond, which is used for the space-time generator. Alright. When the Pharaoh Seti the First's soldiers find you. Wow. So, before we start, I want to show you the different border options. You can play with no border. I like that border. And then there's these things with the look at that. There's a little wood in there with the steel. You ever had any of those types of TVs? And then I'm gonna play with that one. We're gonna check out the game manual. Look at this. Look at this nice digital manual. We could take a look at. In the year 3018, the Videoway Corp, your your employer sends you to study on the last ice age, which ended about 10,000 BC. During this long journey through space and time, your ship is experiencing some technical problems while you fly to Egypt 1300 BC. You have to land your ship for repairs. The only accessible place is the truncated top of a huge pyramid. You're almost done. The only thing left is to replace the diamond, which is used for space-time generator. When the Pharaoh sets you the first, the soldiers find you. You wake up inside a pyramid with a huge bump on your head. Okay, so that was the text from the beginning cutscene. The setup. Thank you for playing Dead Tomb, the brand new fun point-and-click adventure game that will take you back to the heyday of retro gaming. And these are the game controls, which I know how to operate. Here's how to play. When exploring the pyramid, you can combine verbs with words to make action and interact with the items present in a room. For example, at the beginning of the game, a pile of sand will surely get your attention and will lead you to find a way out. Get closer to the sand until a speech balloon appears indicating that there is something nearby. Press the B button to display a verb menu and take a look at the sand. Then when you get items, you can use them in the same way by displaying your inventory list. And then pressing the A button to get the menu. And look, check out, these are the items. Let me zoom this in so you get a better look. There's the Yoli TX, a game console that looks suspiciously like a Game Boy, a pick, a dagger, a rock, a rope, fruit, Ankh key, arrow, jar, bow, shield, torch, Sonics, which looks like a reminds me of an NES blaster or a zapper. Telekino. Oh my god, that looks like the freaking Power Glove. It's so bad. Scepter, Papyrus, and Diamond. Speaking of Papyrus, uh, I wonder if he's gonna show up in Deltarune Chapter 5. Deltarune tomorrow. Pray, forgive the discourtesy of me memeing. He hasn't shown up yet. But anywho, let's see. So, the Yoli TX. It's the most up-to-date universal translator. Pick. A metal pick that looks just like a nail. Game console. Your portable game console. You always carry it with you during your expeditions. Dagger. A bronze dagger with a carved handle. Rock. A simple rock. Rope. A rope will always be useful. Bow. An archaic bow made of two Giselle horns. Shield. An old. Hang on. Hit pronunciation. Hold up. Oh, Hittite.
Hittite.
Hittite. Okay, Hittite. An old Hittite shield. Fruit. An exotic fruit with a spiky pelure? Pelure? Pelure. Pelor. Oh, okay. Pelor. All right. Um, let's go back. Ankh key, the secret key of the High Priest of Aten. Arrow, a simple arrow. Jar. Unlike a decorative vase, this one is meant to carry liquid. Torch. A torch will always be useful. Sonics. An ultrasonic stonebreaker meant to be used during your mission in Arctic. Telekino. A short-range levitator meant to be used during your mission in the Arctic. Scepter. An authentic 24K gold Egyptian scepter. Papyrus. Your journey is recorded on it. Use a password on it to recover your last game. Diamond. The diamond is used as a space-time generator for your spaceship and you need to recovering it. Trivia. Videoway. Videoway was a terminal for interactive television developed by Videotron, a Canadian integrated telecommunications company, discontinued in 2006. Dead Tomb is a tribute to Temporal Inc., one of the games available on the Videoway system in the 90s. Check it out. I can zoom this in thanks to the power of the Nintendo Switch. Ah, so that's what this game is based on. That's cool. And here are the credits. These are the people that worked on all the stuff. Programmed by Mark Hall, design and graphics, Jean-Francois Dubois. Cutscenes by Gary Angelone. Box artwork, Oscar Alvarado. Translation, Bruno DeConnick. Music by Benjamin Marcus Allen. Boxing manual, Vincent Godefroy. Special thanks to Toby St. Aubin, Serge Roy, Francis Giguere. Developed by Acclaim Montreal, published by 2020 Collector Vision Games Incorporated. All right. Now then. Oh, sorry. Let me reload the game again. And let me switch let me make sure things are, you know. All right. All right. Nice. All right. Okay, everybody. I am now going to start Dead Tomb. You woke up inside the pyramid with a huge bump on your head. Alright, here I am. This is me, the unnamed adventurer. Must have been a Tomb Raider. Crack. There is nothing inside. Alright. The Ouroboros often symbolizes cyclicality. Cyclicality. Okay. So the manual tips me off here. Seems to have an opening behind it. Let's move the sand. And now the sand has been removed. The tunnel seems to have been used as a ventilation well. Okay, so now we can go through the hole. You're leaving this hole. Cool. The interrogation room. A simple pebble. The wall is covered in hieroglyphic writing. Backpack. It contained all your tools, but it has been torn up. Oh, he left something inside. Take! Can we take the backpack? No. It has been completely torn up. It is useless now. Yoli TX. Alright, so now we got the Yoli TX. It's the most up-to-date universal translator. So now we got, you know, hey, look, it's a rock. Let's move the rock. A rolling stone gathers no moss, while this one does not roll. Rock. A scorpion hiding behind the rock stung you. Its venom takes effect. First death of the game. Cool. Be careful next time. Continue. That's fine. I just want to show you all the potential first death of the game. Now we're in the hold up, what's it called? The Apothecary. Let me see. The Apothecary is a historical term for a medical professional who formulated and dispensed herbal remedies and medicines. Today, the word refers to modern pharmacists or to boutique shops, specializing in herbal medicine, organic skincare, and wellness products. Cool. All right. So here's another room where you can die in. Bottle. Red translation. Contains toxic poison. Okay, let's take it. You take a sip, you are turning into bones. Cool. So that's another place you could die in. Be careful next time. Bottle. Translation. Contains antidote. Alright. We're going to take the bottle. You take a sip. It's an antidote, but what will it protect you from? Oh, I don't know. Like the poisonous scorpion in the previous room? So, you take the antidote. You sip it. You move the rock now. A scorpion behind the rock stung you, but you are safe thanks to the antidote. Cool. Hello, Scorpion. Scorpion. If I were you, I would be very cautious. Okay. Let me see. Take rock. Wait, can we look at the rock again? Okay, now we can take the rock now. You managed to fit a large chunk of rock in your pocket. Cool. And the scorpion, he's just gonna chill there. Bye, Scorpion. Now we'll go to the shrine. The shrine of the silver monkey. There are no silver monkeys here. Well, Legends of the Hidden Temple. That was a good game show. Hey, look. Watch this. The tiny statue. A tiny solid gold statue represents Osiris, god of the afterlife. Okay. Can we take? The statue was electrified as an anti-Tomb Raider trap. You were electrocuted. Cool. Alright. So, you don't ever have to inspect this at all. This is just a trap. Alright. So, let's see. Yeah, there's something important here. I see it sparkling. Nail! Also known as the pick from the manual. A metal nail stuck between the two stones. I don't know why they just didn't bother calling it, you know... Yeah, I'm surprised you just didn't call it just the nail. So, this part was tricky when I was playing this game off stream. I'm like, there's gotta be something to this nail. So this is what you have to do. You gotta take the nail, you pull the nail but it barely moved. That's okay. You have to try it again. You pull the nail but it barely moved. You have to take it again. After multiple tries, you got the nail. So you have to press, nail hole. A small hole where a nail used to be. So now, I have the nail. Yeah, it's one of those, y'all know how point and clicks are. You gotta do like more than one action sometimes. So, oh, hold on. All right, we're good. Supply room. So, we have several things we can do here. Rope. A rope is firmly attached to the ring handle. A metal ring handle is pressed into the wall. So we have a trap door here. A wooden trap door covers part of the floor. Trap door. Think of something else. Okay, we will. We shall hammer the nail with the rock. Hammered nail into door. And now we have to go to the rope now. We use the... Hold on. I think I have to use the trap door? No. No, wait. I know we have to do. Move the rope? Nah. We gotta... Take... The rope is firmly tied to the ring handle. It is impossible to undo the knot. Okay. I had forgotten the other action that I had to do. Okay. Oh, that's right. We have to tie the rope. You do tie rope to nail. We tie the rope to the nail now. There we go. And now, we can use the trap door. Or, no, we can open the trap door. Yeah. You are unable to open the trap door with your bare hands? No, wait. Oh, we have to just... Hold on. Move. Or use. No. Hang on. Tie rope to the nail. Open trap door with rope. Oh. Open with the rope. Trap door with rope. There it is. Open trap door with rope. Yeah, this was a tricky room to figure out. Alright. We go to the temple. With different music now. Wooden plank. An old wooden plank. So now, we move the wooden plank. We push the plank over to the pit. Nope. Hope this plank is stronger than it looks. It is. And now we have a knife. Dagger. It is a bronze dagger with a carved handle. We take the dagger. Alright. And now... The Ouroboros often symbolizes cyclicality. Okay. Okay, now. We're gonna go to Zeidrite. The Royal Crypt. By the way, everybody, from my understanding, there's absolutely nothing to do to the Royal Crypt. Look. This door leads outside. Some sand is spilling in. We'll just open for funsies. You were engulfed by an enormous wave of sand. This is just a trap room, by the way. Only thing in this room is death. This room is just a red herring. Hello there to Mario. Yeah, it's cool. I have different options, by the way. Check it out. I can play with no border. This is the standard border, and this is a border that simulates that I'm playing on an old CRTV, and I also have one with one of those like, oh look, there's some wood in the TV too, and I did check out the manual earlier. It tells you the game's story, and it tells you how to play, and this is the cool looking art of all the items that you will find in the game. And of course, each of these items all have a purpose. And this game was inspired by something. Trivia. Videoway was a terminal for interactive television developed by Videotron, a Canadian integrated telecommunications company, which was discontinued in 2006. Dead Tomb is a tribute to Temporal Inc., one of the games available on the Videoway system in the 90s. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, Wood Grain, that's what it's called. But yeah. Hey Mario, let me give you a shout out. Alright, and uno momento. I want to do that one little adjustment again. Alright, we're good. Let's see. Let's see. Cool. Alright. So, basically, Mario, I'm playing as this dude who, with his machine, with his spaceship, he traveled to 1300, BC, and, I'm stranded in Egypt, and then, a pharaoh and his guards, they, knocked me the heck out. And now I have to find my way out of this tomb, and I have to look for the diamond. The diamond powers up my ship. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Yeah. Now we're at the greenhouse. All right. So, what to do in the greenhouse, huh? Well, let's see the water. Water dripping from the ceiling forms a puddle on the floor. We're going to take some water. By cupping your hands, you draw some water out. Then we're going to use the water on the tree. Or, wait, hold up. Tree. Oh wait. Pour, my bad. It makes sense. Pour water on tree. You are not a botanist, but you're sure what just happened is impossible. Alright. So we'll take some more water. And we're going to pour some more water. The tree grew a little bit larger. Alright, we're going to take and we're going to pour water on the tree. And then we're going to do that one more time, I think. You do not know what it is in this water, but the tree is now satisfied. Oh, and look, there is fruit. A plump fruit with a spiky skin hangs to the tree. This tree is full and healthy. We're gonna take the fruit now. Cool, we got some fruit. You know what? I'm hungry. I think we should go into our inventory and look at this fruit. And we should taste it. The spikes in the fruit stick in your throat and chokes you. Ah! I died. One of those games. Oh, do I have to do it again? Dang it, I have to. Alright. Alright, take. Pour. Take. Pour. Oh. Take. Pour. Take. And then pour. Alright, we're gonna take the fruit. Oh. Take the fruit. And we're not going to eat the fruit. Lesson learned. Now, I'm gonna go back. There's only, as far as I know, from when I played this offline, when I was still figuring out how to play this game, it doesn't seem like you don't have to backtrack that much. Okay, now, since I have the dagger, I'm gonna cut the rope. Rope. You picked up the rope. And now I got the rope. We got Epor. Shoutouts to Shadowgate. Alright. So now we shall make our way towards the Arboretum. Arboretum? Arboretum. Let me see. Arboretum. An arboretum is a specialized botanical garden or living museum dedicated to the cultivation, study, and display of trees and other woody plants. Often functioning as outdoor education centers, they are distinct from the standard parks in that they focus heavily on conservation, scientific research, and public education. Cool. All right, so we're gonna go to the Arboretum. Oh look, must have been a Tomb Raider. Another one. Oh look, is this the papyrus? It is. A piece of papyrus recording your journey has 3 words. Has these words. Okay, cool. So this piece of papyrus, I'm able to look at it, like use a password. That's cool, but I'm planning on beating this in one sitting. Let's go to the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. So, look, block. That block has been sitting there for a long time. The block is way too heavy to move. Oh yeah? I'll show you. You feel like you need to start playing more games that can be beaten in 1 or 2 sittings? If you want. I mean, sometimes those are some of my favorite types of games. But I like a nice game too, where you can sink your teeth into. That'll last you a good number of days and potentially a week or even a month. Alright, so we're gonna take this fruit and we're gonna cut the fruit. You cut off the spiky skin of the fruit, revealing a sweet smelling interior. Awesome. And now we shall taste the fruit. The carbohydrates in this fruit multiply your strength. Awesome. Alright. So now, it took all your strength to move the block. Sweet. So that solves that. We're going to the tunnel. Another skeleton. You are the fruit, but you forgot you have diabetes and raise your blood sugar to fatal levels. Game over. Oh my god. I could totally see that happening. An empty bottle. Skeleton. Alright. There's nothing else of importance in this room, I feel. It's just an empty bottle. And, that looks like an object you could pick up, but not really. Alright. We're going through the tunnel. Another tunnel. Aha! We're gonna go down here. Oh wow. Oh look! There's the thing that looks suspiciously like an NES Zapper. Sonics. This ultrasonic Stonebreaker was meant to be used in the Arctic. Alright, we're gonna take the Sonics. Alright, Sonics has been acquired. And now we need to just get on out of here. Alright, now we can proceed further. That's just another skeleton. What? A tunnel. The tunnel seems to have been used as a ventilation well. We shall move. Or use, whatever. Use the hole. The alcove. Different music. And here we are. Hey, look, it's an ankh. And there's an eyeball. Ankh. This is the secret key of the High Priest of Aton. The eye above the altar looks angry. Let's take it. Let's take the ankh. You were hit by lightning shooting from the eye. Cool. Alright. So, we can't do nothing about that yet. Let's go to the burial chamber. Oh my god, look. Strange brick. This brick seems to have already been moved. Alright, let's use our sonics on brick. Let's look through the hole. It looks like a tunnel that was used as a ventilation. Game device! An ancient game device. Let's take it. Oh my god, we got it. I never found it, but now... I had never noticed that before, but now I have. Okay, we can't go into that hole. Alright, let's check out the game device. Use. What? Running Man? Press button? Oh my god. Press A to jump. What? Oh, I have to press down. Okay. Oh my god, it's a game within a game, everybody. Oh, okay. It taught me the controls. This is awesome. I wonder if there is a point to this. Probably not. I like that animation. Oh my god. This is amazing. I must get the high score. That's a comically large fist. I love it. Oh my god. This is amazing. What? Oh wow. I could probably go on and on. I already got this down on pat. No way. Oh my god. I'm still going. Oh my god, my god. This is great. Damn, you know, as much as I love high score games, you know, eventually you're gonna like get bored. And it's also a pretty good distraction. It's like, oh wow, this is amazing. Too bad there's no music here. I guess I'm gonna have to play my own music if I ever feel like playing this game. Woohoo! Oh, I died. Okay. Okay, so there's no point to the game device. He'll start beatboxing in the background. Alright. Excellent. So, now we have a sarcophagus. A standing sarcophagus is unusual. It sure is. We're gonna open the sarcophagus. Hello, Checkman. Welcome to Dead Tomb. I'm getting somewhere in this game. By the way, be on the lookout for Chuckman later today. Wait, Halloween, 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 Halloween. I miss those days, Chuckman. Good job on starting Wind Waker yesterday. You made it to Dragon Roost Island. That's gonna be fun. So yeah. All right. We're going to... Okay, we open the sarcophagus. Now we move into the sarcophagus. No, wait. Oh. No, wait, do I use the sarcophagus? Yeah, okay. Now I am inside the sarcophagus. Now I gotta close the sarcophagus. Look at those eyes. And now I am in a different room. Skeletons. And now we've reached the apex, everybody. Look, everybody, this is my starship. We're gonna open the starship. And now we shall... Hold up. Oh, the ladder. We taste the starship. No, we cannot. Shield. Hittite shield. We will take the shield. Alright, we got the shield. It is an old Hittite shield. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I know I opened the starship. I remember climbing inside of it, but I kind of forgot how. Oh. Yeah, kinda. I already showed off a few deaths. Use. Okay, I used the ladder. I climbed into the ship. Starship. There are various tools scattered about the ship. Computer. The ship computer monitors ship status and runs time travel calculations. Telekino. Think of... Oh! I think this is what I missed last time. Take the Telekino. Alright, I got the Telekino. So the Telekino, according to my manual, it's a short-range levitator meant to be used during your mission in the Arctic. So yeah, Chuck, in a nutshell, this dude was traveling his starship, and he traveled to 1300 BC Egypt. Dude ran out of fuel, landed in Egypt. Some Egyptians knocked him out, and they left him into the tomb. And it's up to you to find the diamond and power up your starship. Well, I found the starship. Alright then. Let's see. Ladder. Computer. Video way. Time computer. 64K RAM. 38911 bytes free. Wow, that's less than a steam machine. Teehee, teehee, teehee. Ship condition. Error. Ready. Okay, can't do jack. Let's climb out of the ship. Alright, so we can't do jack dilly squat yet. but I found the Telekino and the shield. I did not find the Telekino off stream. Alright, let's go back into our sarcophagus. We don't question the sarcophagus on why it can transport us to different rooms. It just does. Ah, yes, I remember this one from playing off stream. It is an ancient bow made of 2 Giselle horns. We're gonna take it. Look at this. Our inventory's looking nice and satisfying. Alright. And now, there's nothing else in this room. We're gonna go back into our sarcophagus. And we're gonna get on out of here. Alright. Now, check this out, Chuck. Look, it's an Ankh. Let's take the Ankh. Nope. Ior was hit by lightning and shooting from the eye. Okay. So, let's see. Let's think. I'm guessing I can use something in my inventory. And I think I might know what it might be. Shield. Use. I hold the shield. Okay, I hope this works. Oh! I'm holding the shield. Oh my god, it's so awesome. Oh, look at that. The shield's on his right hand. That's cool. I like that. I like the sprite is mirroring that. Not mirrored, but yeah, flip I meant. Okay, here goes. Take the Ankh. Oh, cool. I guess that's what I had to do. I had the shield. It protected me from the eye. Cool. Alright. Let's go to the footway. Ah. Ankh symbol of life is carved into the door, and since I just have the freaking, you know, a left-handed hero, impossible. Not impossible, famous adventurer. Once upon a time, Link was left-handed, but nowadays he's ambidextrous. We can thank Twilight Princess for that. Cause you know, GameCube and the Wii versions, and then they mirrored the game, and Link is holding his sword with his right hand on the Wii version, while he still uses his left hand on the GameCube version. And then ever since then, it's like, okay, let's just make him ambidextrous from here on out. But yeah, hey, famous adventurer, hi, welcome to Dead Tomb. It's pretty cool. Let us use the Ankh on the door. Yay, progress. Everything is brand new to me here. Alright. I can go to the Serpent's Room? The Jar Storage? The Vault? And the Royal Closet. Let's go to the Serpent Room. Snake. It's a snake. Alright. Crap. The Cobra attacks. The venom of the Cobra causes searing pain. What? Hold on. Okay. Alright, note to self. You cannot walk in the middle. Otherwise the Cobra's gonna freaking kill you. You suppose each incarnation of Link could have different dominant hands, and that most of them were left. You know, I never noticed. I actually never thought that, Mario. If we're talking, like, you know, about, like, the timeline and stuff. But yeah, Okay. So, the Cobra room, huh? Something tells me we can't do nothing here yet. Must have been a Tomb Raider. Okay, I can't get near the Cobra. Alright, when all else fails, retreat. Retreat! Retreat! You know what? Let's go into the royal closet. Hey, look, is that a scepter? It is an authentic gold Egyptian scepter. Cool, let's take it. You hear hissing. What could it be? Oh, you were shot by an arrow. That's so funny. Oh, man. Oh, I see. There's a a crossbow trap. Okay. Let's see that again. That's so funny. All right. So that's another. So I found more depths. Cool. All right. This is a skeleton. That's just a bottle. Let's check this bottle over here. Oh, what's this? It's arrow. An arrow is embedded in the ground. Let's take it. Unless it's gonna kill me. The arrow is stuck firmly in the ground and cannot be pulled out. Oh no. How does one get... I have another idea. Let's use our shield again. You hold the shield. Hello, Doran. Hi. Welcome to Dead Tomb. So I'm some dude that got stranded in Egypt from my starship. I traveled into 1300 BC. My starship ran out of fuel. I got jumped by some Egyptians. They tossed me into a room. And now I gotta find my diamond in this dead tomb somewhere. What an alive tomb would be? Well, you know. You triggered a trap, but we're saved by the shield. Awesome. Oh, arrow. An arrow's lying on the ground. Awesome. So this arrow was just here to freaking mess with you. It's like, how do I figure it out? That's pretty cool. The arrow is stuck firmly in the ground and cannot be pulled out. But that's okay. I have a new arrow. Nothing here except small posts. Cool. Alright. So now I have a bow and an arrow. And papyrus. And a scepter. Let me check my notes. From the manual. Oh, let me just check my manual here. Scepter, an authentic 24K gold Egyptian scepter. That tells me a lot. And look, everybody, here's the manual again. Let me zoom in. Look, everybody. These are pictures of the items you collected the game, you know? Brings you back some memories, huh? That looks suspiciously like a power glove. And the Sonics looks suspiciously like a freaking NES zapper. I love it. Yeah, look here. This is the story. Right. Acclaim Montreal, everybody. Cool, huh? I'm playing a freaking game by Acclaim Montreal. Alright. Let me do one little adjustment again. Alright. Adjustment has been made. All right. Cool. All right then. So now, I guess I could just get out of here. Nothing else to do in the royal closet no more. I'll go to the jar storage after. Let's use. I have an idea. Use. Or hold up. Okay. I'm trying to think logically here. As logically as you can, you know? Okay. Snake, the cobra is deadly. Better not get any closer. Aw. I can't be friends with the cobra, everybody. Use. Arrow. Use. Throw. Oh, idea. Not from the venue. Throw. There it is. Throw. Arrow with bow. The arrow kills the cobra! Aww. I'm so sorry, but you killed me like twice. They couldn't have done it like this. The cobra is dead! Aww. And now we have the jar? No need to rub it. No genies will come out. Damn! We'll take the jar. Okay, we have a jar, everybody. We have the jar. So according to the manual, the jar is, unlike a decorative vase, this one is meant to carry liquid. Grr, liquid! Alright. Okay, everybody. Anubis. An empty platform, except for the dead snake. Aw. Little humor there. Dark humor. Liquid, yes! Let me, post appropriate emoji. Let's go to the jar storage. Alright. Pot. This pot is purely decorative. Okay. Skeleton. Okay. Jugs. Oh, what? Hold up. Pot. Liquid. This pot contains a liquid. Liquid. It is a dark liquid. Hey, everybody. Let's taste it. Yikes, it is oil. Confirmed oil. Alright, let's use idea. Jar. Use. Okay. Take liquid. We got it. Okay, we got the liquid. Alright, liquid has been acquired. Hold on, let me double check. Your jar is already full. Okay, noted. I'm glad the game tells you that. Kind of like when I was carrying the water. Alright, royal closet. We've made it to the vault, everybody. A strange brick. This brick seems to have already been moved. Okay, we'll check that out after. The Ouroboros often symbolizes cyclicality. Crate. It is an old gold-plated wooden chest. Nice little track here. Alright. Let us move the strange brick. Okay. Let us take it. Nah. Oh, I got an idea. Use Sonics on the brick. And now, there's a lever. I wonder what this lever is used for. Pull the lever, Crunk. It will not move. Looks like it has not been used in a long time. Okay. What can we do? We shall use... We'll pour the oil on the lever. The lever should work now. Awesome. We'll use the open... Oh yeah, move lever. You hear the sound of falling rocks? Okay. Falling rocks, huh? Alright. Let's move the crate. The crate is too heavy to move? Okay. There does not seem to be a way to open it with bare hands. Open. Crate with scepter. Oh, cool. We're using the scepter to open the crate. Alright, that's what the scepter was for. Crate. There's jewels. Jewelry of all kinds except the one needed to power the spaceship. We need the diamond. Can we take the jewels? You do not know what to do with all these jewels. Okay. Can we move the jewels? We can. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that little pile of jewels. I like that little touch. It's all sparkly and shiny. That's really nice. Really very, very nice. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So, can we move the crate now? Ah, we can. Because the jewels was weighing it down. Oh, look. Can we... Hook. A metal hook is attached to the wall. Hole. Several feet below. You see something glimmer. Can we move into the hole? Okay, we cannot. Alright. Use. Hook. Use. Alright. We have a rope. We should be able to use the rope. Move. Tie. Rope to hook. Because, yeah, look, there's a hook, right? Look, hook. Hey, that rhymes. A metal hook is attached to the wall. Alright. So now we'll tie the rope to the hook. Okay, so that's what the rope was used for. Because, like, in the very first room of the game, I noticed that there was, like a hole in the ceiling. And I was like, can't use the freaking, like, rope. Turns out, I guess it was just, like, a red herring. Or, no. I think that's where the main character was tossed. Like, they freaking tossed him into the cellar. Alright. Let us move to the rope. Or... Okay, use the rope. There we go. Oh, I like that animation. It's cool. What is this? Bottle. Papyrus. Alright, we got a password. I see it. Ship. This is the ceremonial ship of the pharaoh. Oh, that's cool. Diamond. A diamond is above the ship. There it is. Hang on. Tiny statue. A tiny solid gold statue represents Osiris, god of the afterlife. Can we take it? Oh, no, I got electrified. Teehee. I was supposed to take it. Alright, note to self, don't take any of those. I saw so many of those, like, throughout the game, but they're just death traps. Alright. Torch. This torch is within reach. Okay. Now, according to the manual, a short-range levitator meant to be used during your mission in the Arctic. Okay. I see the diamond. It's too high to reach. Okay. Can we taste the diamond? No, we cannot. Can we taste the ship? No, we cannot. Okay. Anywho, let us use the Telekino. Or at least I'm trying to use it. I'm thinking, everybody. Oh, wait. Duh. Moo. Diamond with Telekino. Had I not found the Telekino in the ship, I would have been like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Look! The diamond! It is coming to me. Wait! Hey! Hey! The diamond fell, but where did it go? There's a crack. You found the diamond, but it's covered in cobras. That can't be good. Diamond. The diamond's covered in cobras. Let's take it. Diamond with scepter. The diamond is blocked by cobras which bite your hand. That's cool. Looks like that was the final death in the game I found. Alright. The music slows down? That's kind of funny. Come on, it's an NES game for crying out loud. No, never mind. Forget what I said. Okay, so, torch, huh? Torch is within reach. Take! Okay. Okay. So now that we have the torch, use or diamond with scepter? Wait, hold on. Torch. A torch from bright flame. Okay. Let's use, or I think we just take. Take! Oh. No, I forgot to do something else. Duh. Okay. Okay, good. Starts me here. Alright, move or throw. Throw torch into crack. Yeah, that makes sense. You threw the torch into the crack, you hear Cobra slithering away. Alright, and I guess we can finally take the diamond with the scepter. You recovered a diamond! Awesome! Look everybody, I recovered a diamond! We get the diamond, you know what that means? That means we can... It means we can get out of here. Yeah, okay. There's nothing standing in my way now. Alright. We completed our mission. We just gotta get on out of here. You could make a diamond pickaxe now. I could. Minecraft, Steve. And it's so easy to get it's of course it's so easy to... I was just reminded of Smash Brothers, Steve. It just keep making diamond with your weapon and it's GG. Alright. We're gonna go back to the burial chamber. We're gonna go into our sarcophagus one more time. Oh, we have to close it. We need to transport ourselves. Wait. Okay, yeah. And now we can get on out of here. The apex. Ah, here it is. So I take it we go up the ladder, and we could use, or all right, we gotta figure this out. The diamond that you have been searching for. Yes. All right. Uh, take. No. Open. No. Computer. No. Move. Starship. No. Taste the starship. No. Taste the computer. No. Um. Look. Take. Computer. The ship computer monitors ship status and runs time travel calculations. Okay. Move. Computer. Pour. Use. Ladder. No, wait. Get back there. Okay, we need to use the computer, I think. Use computer. Nope. I have to do something else. Okay, hang on. What's the freaking right thing to do? Oh, duh. Forgot to close the starship, of course. Yeah. We close the starship. And now we can use starship? The ship rumbles, but it does not start? What? Oh. Um. Right, how do you use the diamond? Oh, of course. Put diamond in ship. The power of the diamond brings the ship to life. And now we use the starship? The ship engines rumble to life. After all these adventures, you are now ready to leave. The ship blasts into the sky. You set the controls to return to Videoway Corp. Dead Tomb. Cool, I beat the game, everybody. Programming, Mark Hall. Story graphics. Alright. Cool. This is alright. Of course it takes, I'm sure it would take a lot of hours if you didn't know, like, what to do and what's what. It all clicked in with me, everybody. Like, I did play this a little bit. I never completed the game off stream, but I was like, hey. It's just like, you know, that was good. 2020? Interesting. So this was in 2020. Dead Tomb. Yay. Wouldn't mind to see a sequel if there's other games kind of like this. Can we, like, press the button? Oh, okay. Well, I beat the game, everybody. Now what? I could just end stream or do something else. I didn't think this far. No, maybe I did. I think this is all I wanted to do today. Yeah. Well, I beat the game. That was okay. It was a nice one and done, I guess. And of course, you could play the little gameplay to play the Running Man game, the auto runner, but there's no point to that except to play for the high score. Well then, guess I'll find ourselves a raid target. Yeah, it was okay. It was fine. Hmm. Let's let's head on out, everybody. I'll find somewhere to go. Hmm. Let's see. I'm just looking. All right. I might have somebody else to go on out to, perhaps. Or I can just go out to my usual peeps. Hmm. You know what? I don't think I ever raided into this dude's channel before. And I don't really get to watch this dude that often, but the stuff that he does do is awesome. He does a lot of like retro, like mainly. I know this dude like plays a lot of arcade games as well, but he also does a really good mixture of like retro games too. I mean, well, arcade retro. You know what? Okay, everybody, we're gonna go on out to Bill Bull. Bill Bull. Bill Bull is currently doing something called Big Spider-Man Gaming Day 2. Yeah, I noticed on my feed he was doing nothing but like Spider-Man games, and that's pretty cool. Because let me tell you, Spider-Man, as far as licensed games goes, are a definite mixed bag. And I've played my fair share of Spider-Man games too. Um, all right. And it looks like he's currently playing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin, the Sega Genesis version. I've always wanted to try to beat that game. I kept on thinking I want to do that. I can never defuse the bomb. Maybe I'll do it one day, or maybe not. We'll see. All right, everybody. Yeah, you hear that, Spider-Man? We're gonna go into a channel and watch somebody play all of your video games. Yeah. All right. So before I head on out, I have a couple of people to thank. Uh, a short list, but hey, better than no list, right? Right. I'd like to thank Wildcard, Tamario, Chuckman. I hope to see you stream later tonight. More Wind Waker. I'll help you out a bit too. And Famous Adventurer, Doran. And yeah, that's everybody. And to everybody out there that was lurking, hey, thanks for lurking my channel. Appreciate ya. Um, we'll go on out to this hot jam. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Remember to go in peace. And tomorrow, Deltarune. Deltarune Chapter 5. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. That's right. Deltarune tomorrow. Sorry for memeing. I swear. Did not mean to meme. I don't meme. Except when I do it in style. Or something. Forgive my discourtesy for memeing.